Oh, don't you just love when cops post undercover, walk around your neighborhood, think they're slick and sly, all that stuff? It's pretty easy to see when undercover cop come walks around. I mean, yeah, number one, they're always wearing a vest. Number two, it's the way they walk and their maneuver to talk. Check this out. LAPD cops confronted over undercover operations. Let's get to it. This is gonna get good.
Undercover cops, plainclothes police. We hear about these units and assume they're inherent to police departments across the nation. And because of that, they must exist for a reason, right? Well, if there's anything we've learned with regards to policing in the past few years, it's that we should never assume the necessity of any standard police tactic.
There's one there. Here comes number two.
Oh, look, it's my favorite undercover cops. Look at these guys pretending like they work for someone else. They're both undercover, both you guys.
Yep. Pig number one, pig number two, right there.
Type stuff, but they're cops. He's cops, both of them.
Yep. That's what I say.
I've ID'd these guys plenty of times.
Pig number one, pig number two.
Plainclothes police officers in Los Angeles, and their behavior has come under fire in recent years as police reformers justifiably claim that they cause so much more damage than good. I mean, think about it.
Plainclothes NYPD cops are involved in staggering number of killings. And I know people have been backlashing about undercover cops in New York, and they're walking all over the place. Problem is, when you go to New York, you don't know a lot of times that they're undercover until it's too late. Yeah. Especially they're trying to manhandle you, they're trying to stop you for the littlest bullshit they could think of.
About it. The presence of a uniformed officer alone is supposed to be enough to deter people from committing crime, right? So then the use of undercover officers totally subverts that fact. And there have been instances when these officers are in fact enticing people to commit crimes so they can then arrest them. And in certain cases, these tactics can have deadly consequences.
Well, not only that, you get the cops, especially undercover ones, they'll sit there, make up laws as they go. So they're saying, oh, you're trespassing. Oh, you look suspicious. You look like you committed a crime. So they'll justify it for a reason. Say that you committed this crime, or they'll make up a crime as well. Because if you question like, oh, hey, look, what's up, you fat, hey, Dougie, what's up, you fat fucking pig? Yeah, my favorite undercover douchebag. Hey, Dougie, you wearing the drawers backwards on when your partner, fucking Frankie, bends you over and gives it to you? Yeah. See, if I was going undercover cop and telling them like that, oh, you know what happened. They'll probably arrest me, but you know what? A lot of birds say, the cop should be arresting you there, CMN. You're just simply asking for your First Amendment free speech. Yep. It's a constitutional protected activity.
The undercover police unit was dismantled in New York City in 2020 after its tactics were literally declared unconstitutional. This is the stop and frisk idea, wherein police officers often targeted people of color who they found merely suspicious based entirely.
Well, it's not just color; it's people. It's the way they are. Like you could be just a person like you look like you're broke, like you're on one wrong side of the tracks. They're like, oh, look at that homeless bum. He looks like a thief. He looks like a burglar. So they're gonna stop you, and detain you, and frisk you, and ask you a kind of question and refuse. And guess what? Boop, you're going to jail. Refusal to ask a question, or you're going to jail to refusal to ID. Seen many videos like that.
Entirely off of racial stereotypes. Eric Garner was murdered by plainclothes officers, contributing to the fear of many living in certain communities that they should live in constant danger and fear. And now Mayor Eric Adams is bringing the unit back. And danger and fear isn't limited to the most extreme cases of violence. Take a look at this video where the cruelty of policing is on full display in another manner. This tactic just makes me so sad.
It's ridiculous.
From resting,
it's ridiculous.
Space, city.
No, and I've seen situations like that where cops will use like copyright music, or they'll use They'll blare music over loudspeakers or speaker system like that to deter people from hanging around.
Across the country are reverting to such malicious, draconian methods like blasting terrible, painful sound to make it so that people cannot sleep. This has become the new normal as more and more people fall into homelessness, rather than local politicians swiftly working to house their constituents. The problem is escalating so much that gross tactics like this are being enforced nationwide. The criminalization of homelessness is a phenomenon that will not...
Yeah, and you saw that sign we saw in the video. It said, private property, no trespassing, this side of red line. No passing or entry without permission.
Not be looked at kindly by history because it doesn't have to be treated as a crime. With rents skyrocketing, housing inventory evaporating, and wages stagnant, we need a complete overhaul of our nation's housing policy to get it on par with other developed countries. One out of every...
Well, you know who the biggest fucking culprit that fucked that up was Trump. All he wanted to do is build a wall, build a wall, build a wall. He didn't care about the homelessness or the housing problem like that. That's why homelessness was skyrocketing when his dumbass was in the White House. Then you got cops want to remove homeless campments. People sleep in their RVs and cars, whatnot. Like, where the fuck are they supposed to go? Well, you can get a shelter. Yeah, but shelters are so limited nowadays. There's only some fucking beds. There's only so many, rooms. There's only so many, like, they're trying to convert, like, hotels like that. But what are you going to do? Take a regular hotel and convert it to a homeless encampment or shop? There's only so many hotels. Hotels are usually for, like, guests and residents. You can't be just as well. I mean, there's only so much land where you can put up cheap, affordable housing.
50 American children will experience homelessness in their lifetimes. In the United States, the richest country in the world, at the richest point in our history. Housing is safety. Shelter is safety. Policing tactics like undercover cops and blaring violent sounds certainly is not keeping us safe. Thank you so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms.
Yep, see? Stupid policing tactics. That's policing at its finest in America, ladies and gentlemen. With that, I'm out of here. Mike, peace out.